Just about 45,700 miles. This is a safari trek coming in here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. We had actually seen this rig before. It is a very different kind of animal. When she came into us, she was rough around the edges. We went through, outsourced a serious professional deep cleaning, shampooing carpets, literally sanitizing the surfaces of it so that it would be pretty good looking. There's a couple little things that are easy to miss. We are not the type of people that will withhold information. Like the little faceplate under this sofa, the bracketing that holds that in place has unfortunately been broken. Could it be repaired? Sure. Frankly, I think it would just as easily just take that faceplate and throw it out. Just get rid of it, keep it in the garage or something like that. And then you've got a little open storage compartment under that sofa. That's my 2 cents. You do with it what you please. Obviously, this is a no-slide model, so it's exceptionally traveling friendly. And you can see that the electronics have been upgraded. That seems to be the general going trend on motorhomes. When they have those old TVs, people tend to put the newer flat screens in them. One of the other hiccups that I noticed is up in this front corner. You can see that discoloration spot on the carpet right there. There definitely has been some measure of water penetration there, which is a cute way of saying it's had a little leak. Generally speaking, it seems all right. Like it looks like it was very, very localized. So whatever happened, somebody jumped on it quickly. And I've looked around. I can't figure out where that came from. This is on a Chevy Workhorse chassis, by the way. While we're up here in the cab area, I want to point out you do have a power leveling system. If you look around the cab here, one of the things that you'll notice is it does have a generator stop-start button, which makes sense. Most motorhomes have that thing. But the original generator is not in the RV anymore. It was replaced. We'll take a look at it outside, but basically with what I'm going to call a Harbor Freight Special. It's an 8500. There's no reason it shouldn't be able to power the RV, but it's not a traditional RV generator. It is not going to be quiet. It is going to be loud. I noticed that they had kind of packed some stuff around the generator to kind of keep the volume down a little bit. So one of the interesting things here with no slides, this is wide body, which helps, kind of recoup some of that living space, but no slides makes it fully travel accessible. But you've also got, pardon me, awesome cross breeze windows going on here. And I see that somebody installed these little window slider shields here, so if it's a little bit of a rainy day, you can still crack those windows a little bit. It's not going to get too stuffy in here. That table right there, there's a pair of guest chairs stored in the mega closet back in the bathroom that we'll get to take a look at. We've got a soft touch ceiling liner, which helps keep it nice and quiet in here. And again, everything real nice and sharp. One little annoyance, and I'm sure it could be addressed very easily before you folks take it home, but when the carpet was shampooed, the cleaner company put a fan in the RV to help just kind of make sure the air was circulating around, nothing got musty. And apparently they bought a brand new box fan from Walmart or something, and the sticker on the front of it blew off and stuck on the floor right here. So that's got to come up now. But the good news is, beneath the sticker residue, it is clean. We've got ourselves a 10 cubic foot gas electric fridge freezer, which is used to find it all over the place as an option for a larger fridge, but you just don't see it as much today. And one of the benefits of not having a sliding kitchen is that you can have bigger and more cabinets. So next to that fridge, you see you've got a huge, deep pantry, and very common in motorized. In lieu of an oven, we've got all sorts of drawers all the way down to the floors here. Solid surface countertops, really through the whole RV, through the kitchen, through the bathroom as well. The sink and stove cover still present, so you can really maximize your counter space there. And a convection microwave oven, so that you can cook some stuff in a hurry. Now, this is really interesting to me. There's two air conditioners right here, but they're right next to one another. So this is a centralized air unit, and then that is a localized drop-in air unit. It makes me think that maybe that was added after the fact or something, because this RV has gone through some modifications. It's easy to miss. If you didn't know anything, like, I'm not an expert on safari motorhomes. I'm not going to try to pretend that. What I'm saying is, if you knew absolutely nothing about them, there's some things that you wouldn't realize. Like, we'll talk about a little bit more of that on the exterior here. This bathroom has a ridiculous amount of space, though. This thing has a ton of space. I like the extra linen cabinet right here above the toilet area. And it's kind of easy to miss, because they did a good job on it. But this thing, this was not here when the RV was built. This was added after the fact, but they did a good job of giving it like a type of countertop that roughly matches everything else you find in the RV. The wood tones are shockingly close. They did a good job of adding that thing in there. Now over here in the bathroom, you can see that we've got plenty of floor space. We've got plenty of leg room, so you're never going to feel like you're really crunched up into this thing. Big standing corner shower. I like that vanity, how they added the extra shelves in there. But it's, and all that stuff, that's kind of dime a dozen stuff. This is neat, though. Our sink and our counter, it's a one-piece seamless molded fixture. That is some really sharp stuff. You rarely find it. Like, maybe the bathroom of a Keystone, Montana will do something similar nowadays, but it's not super common. But it's, let me get twisted around here. It's all of the storage on this wall over here that is just really impressive. And these are absolutely enormous. You can see how the previous owners had some of these nice like Reflectix window coverings, so that if you're camping in a real hot climate place, you could keep everything all covered up. You could keep the sunshine from baking you out of this thing. Behind those, you see those two little guest chairs that I mentioned. Then down here, we've got just all sorts of extra drawer space. And I tell you what, I've never, ever had anybody be upset with an RV because it had too many cabinets, too much closet space, and too many drawers. And something I don't think I mentioned when I got here in the bathroom, because I was telling you about this added cabinet. They installed this max air vent fan up here so that you get some good airflow as well. Now, if you're really paying attention, you're going, dude, where's the bed? We actually walked right under it. That's what's really interesting about this one. Very similar to like a toy hauler. You've got a power drop bed here. And it's not hard to use. There's a couple specific things that you have to do though. So you've got these safety locking pins. When it's in the up position, normally those would be installed up here. There's one for all four corners. But when you're getting ready to drop the bed, you not only remove them, but you also want to reinstall them down here, because otherwise you could actually run the bed right down off of that track. And that is a bad thing. Now, this is a 110 household powered power drop bed. Right now, we have only 12 volt battery power charging the RV, or running the RV. So you need to come over here and activate the inverter, which will let you run these 110 objects. We come over here, we flip on the on switch, and then we can just simply hit the little button and we can drop the bed down. And it comes down quite a bit. It's not like you're going to have to get a big ladder and climb up in there. Neat little thing too is you have this little headboard you can sort of flip up. Now you see all this down here. That is an air bed. That's what allows it to really hug right up against the ceiling of this thing. And what it's doing, guys, is it keeps this thing closer to, like, I haven't tape measured it, but maybe closer to 26, 27 feet, while still giving us the features of like a 32, 33 foot coach. Overall, the exterior looks pretty good. Again, we did go through and put a pretty deep clean on this one. She did need it, unfortunately. As I mentioned previously, the original generator is no longer with us. Evidently that ceased to work, and rather than replace it with a traditional RV generator, it's a little bit quieter running, it was replaced with, again, what we're going to call the Harbor Freight Special. Whether it came from Harbor Freight or not, I don't know, but I think you understand what I mean here. So this looks to be wired into the RV, but the, like, turn on switch for the generator inside the RV doesn't talk to this thing. I have not personally been able to get this thing to fire up. It could simply be this little maybe starter battery. That might be the thing that helps get that thing spiked up. That just might be low, might need charged. I don't know. Again, I'm not an expert on this one, and I'm not an expert on whatever aftermarket job that thing is. That's more of a custom homebrew sort of, you know, Band-Aid. But I am sure that it probably works once it's turned on. Again, I can't personally verify any of that for you right now, so that's one of those things I would add on your little list of questions and if you come visit review the RV in person. Now, all of the tires look pretty good. I see plenty of rubber left on these sneakers, and I don't see any dry rot, so that's a major thing on here. I mentioned how, when I was inside, I mentioned how there's some things out here that you could easily miss if you didn't know what you're looking for. Interesting thing on all these Safaris is the rear wall used to always have like a mural painted on the back of it. So somebody went through and repainted this rear cap. And one of the interesting things on these is that every single mural was different, unique, and it always had a butterfly kind of hidden in the image somewhere that you kind of had to look for. Overall, it looks alright. I have noticed there's a little crack-a-lacking going on here. I don't know exactly what's caused that. I don't know if that's just weathering on the paint. It does look like maybe something bumped the rear cap here, so that could be stress fractures. More than likely, that's what it is. It looks like the rear cap here is scuffed. That could be what kind of caused it. This got hit, it kind of twisted, compromised a little bit, and that's what got us to where we're at here today. The awning's manual. It does have a protective weather tube on it, and I think that gives you the idea. On a odd job specialty rig like this, I couldn't hope to be able to answer any and all questions on a flyby video tour like this. I wanted to give you folks a fair idea of the shape and condition. So who's this for? I think that if you're brand new to RVing, you've never done this, I don't know that this is your rig, just because it's different. It's a little different. If you're a handy type person, you're good at figuring stuff out, you like puzzles, I think you do well here. Now with no slides, it's an easy run around, just show up, park setup. It could be like a great racing motorhome, something like that if you like to follow the races around, but whatever the case may be, I know that there's someone this is going to fit well, but I know that this isn't necessarily the thing for everybody. The idea, though, of having the bed not occupy floor space, which keeps the RV shorter but still gives you full function, that's kind of a neat thing, too. Not for everybody, but definitely for someone. If that interesting, one-of-a-kind scenario sounds good to you, then give us a call here at Haylett RV. We'll get you camping. Obviously, we're going to need to probably answer some questions for you. Whatever you need, we'll do our best to accommodate. If that works, let's get her going. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.